Have you ever dreamed of walking through forgotten paths where caravans once carried silk and secrets? Beyond the noise of modern travel, there remain places where time moves differently, where history, nature, and humanity breathe in quiet harmony. These are not destinations for the hurried. They are sanctuaries of memory, where ancient walls, silent dunes, and remote sanctuaries guard untold stories. This journey is not just about landscapes, but about the spirit of connection, from east to west, from past to present, woven like threads of silk across the earth. It is a story for those who long to discover the unseen wonders of the Silk Road, suspended between sky and sand, memory and mystery. The Gobi Desert is a vast area in northern China with varied terrain, including gravel, dry valleys, and exposed plateaus, forming a harsh landscape rarely seen in other deserts. It is considered one of the few cold desert ecosystems in the world, with unique biological cycles and habitats for wild Bactrian camels, snow leopards, and many migratory birds. Scientists have discovered well-preserved dinosaur fossils in the hard, dry soil, including unhatched fossilized eggs that offer valuable data for paleontology. Some strange natural events have been recorded here, such as massive dust columns forming suddenly without strong winds and long surface trails with no clear source. Visitors to the Gobi can join fossil expeditions on the rough terrain and observe naturally cracked ground that forms grid-like patterns, allowing study of soil movement in extreme dry conditions. The Tian Shan Mountains in western China show clear layering between the snow-covered peaks and semi-arid ecosystems at lower slopes, making it ideal for studying climate transition. Some areas have recorded spiral-shaped ice or circular cracks on the glacier surface, sparking debate about their unexplained natural origin. This region is home to rare species such as snow leopards, Siberian ibex, and wild sheep, with some only surviving in cold, dry, high-altitude conditions. Because of its fragmented terrain and unique biodiversity, Tian Shan is recognized as a strictly protected ecological core zone on the Eurasian belt. Local stories tell of deep cracks leading to hidden cave systems inside the mountains, along with reports of ancient expeditions disappearing without explanation. Visitors can access rock slopes that display rare geological folds and observe deformed sediment layers shaped by ancient glacial flows once active in the area. Tianmen Cave is a natural arch-shaped cavern that pierces through a vertical limestone mountain, forming a rare geological structure. The name Tianmen, meaning Heaven's Gate, comes from a large rock collapse that created a bright, open passage once believed to be a path to the sky. Botanists recorded a unique ecosystem around the cave, with ancient trees rooted into sheer cliffs and subtropical forests growing densely at the mountain base. Soil layers near the cave entrance also revealed signs of ancient human habitation over 1,000 years ago, along with stone tools of unknown origin. Red Beach is located in the Liao River Delta and is famous for its rare scenery where the entire surface is covered in bright red plants, stretching for miles like a velvet carpet. The dominant plant is red sueda, a salt-tolerant species that turns vibrant red only in late summer, forming a seasonal color shift that is rarely observed elsewhere. This area is classified as a special ecological zone, home to over 260 bird species, including red-crowned cranes and other rare migratory birds along the East Asian Flyway. In 2013, an environmental student group documented patches of red plants gradually drifting toward the shoreline over 2 weeks without any wind or water current changes, a phenomenon still unexplained. Locals also speak of a bare patch in the middle of the red grassland where nothing ever grows, even though the soil shows no pollution or excessive salinity. The most unique experience is walking on the floating wooden bridge during peak color season, when the entire landscape appears fully red, as if transformed into a separate biological zone. Zhangye Dangxia Geopark is located in Gansu Province in northwestern China and is known for its vividly colored mountain ranges formed from red sandstone and ongoing tectonic processes over millions of years. The surface landscape displays concentric bands of red, yellow, orange, and gray, created by iron oxidation and mineral deposition through separate sedimentary cycles. The term Dangxia means rosy clouds in Chinese and refers to the dominant red hue of the terrain, used to describe this unique landform type across multiple regions. A distinct geological phenomenon recorded here involves tilted color layers with steep angles but without fault lines, indicating unusually strong lateral compression during later tectonic uplift. In 2011, researchers discovered a cluster of concave, arch-shaped rock formations in the southern zone, possibly caused by ancient concentrated floodwater flow. This region also experiences extremely slow erosion due to its semi-arid climate, preserving fine geological striations with high clarity over thousands of years. Bromo volcano stands out for its barren and harsh environment, where an exposed crater lies in the middle of a black sand plain that stretches about 4 miles, with no dense forests or lush vegetation in sight. The crater, over 500 feet deep, continuously emits white smoke and sits inside an ancient volcanic basin, measuring more than 6 miles across, indicating a vast and complex geological history. The name Bromo originates from Brahma, a Hindu deity, reflecting a historical cultural link with Indian religious traditions still present in the beliefs of the local community. Despite the harsh climate and poor soil, the surrounding area still supports certain hardy shrubs and mountain birds that have adapted to the dry, low-nutrient environment. According to local legend, a couple once prayed to the mountain god for children, and when their wish was granted, they were forced to sacrifice their youngest child to honor their promise. This volcano has remained active for over 1,000 years and has become a long-term focus of scientific observation due to its consistent eruptions and structurally puzzling behavior. The Alai Valley, nestled between the towering Pamir and Alai mountain ranges in southern Kyrgyzstan, has long served as a corridor linking ancient routes between Central and South Asia within the Silk Road network. Although sparsely populated today, stratigraphic surveys since 2008 have revealed stone alignments stretching across the valley, with segments forming precise diagonal intersections resembling an ancient grid system. Notably, scorched pottery fragments are concentrated at junctions of these alignments, suggesting the former presence of heat-related activity or ceremonial use at key marker points. With its undisturbed topography and unexplained geometric traces, the Alai Valley remains a rare archaeological site where original stratification is largely intact. Jog Falls located in western India, is a tall, tiered waterfall where the water splits into 4 separate streams, each with a distinct speed and drop height. A key natural feature is the steep rock face with irregular textures, which causes the falling water to form swirling foam clusters over uneven ledges. Hydrologists discovered that the rocks beneath the falls contain deep hemispherical pits formed by centuries of concentrated water erosion. An unusual phenomenon occurs during the rainy season, when one of the streams suddenly splits, diverting at a 15-degree angle with no confirmed explanation. A true incident noted in local records involved 2 depth-measuring devices losing signal at the same spot under the falls and never being recovered. The most captivating experience is from the natural viewing ledge across the gorge, where visitors can clearly observe the separated streams flowing as if independently. The Mongolian steppe, though vast and seemingly empty, preserves evidence of ancient movements and unexplained features linked to the Northern Silk Road route. In various areas across the grassland, archaeologists have recorded circular stone formations of equal size and evenly spaced along an east-west axis, with no signs of settlement or known function. In 2005, during a survey near the Orkhon region, a research team found an unusual hardened soil layer beneath the grass that contained burnt stone fragments, indicating exposure to extreme heat. Adjacent areas also revealed underground water jets emerging cyclically, despite the absence of any connected surface source, raising questions about hidden subsurface channels. During the Mongol Empire, this step served as a covert corridor for transmitting messages and transporting valuable items, yet little of this activity was formally documented. The combination of open terrain, unidentified structures, and altered geological layers makes the Mongolian steppe a still unresolved archaeological landscape. The Zhangye Dangxia landform stands out with red, orange, and yellow sandstone layers, forming ridged hills with pointed peaks, deep grooves, and vertical cliffs. The name Dangxia comes from Chinese, meaning brilliant red, and describes landforms shaped by millions of years of erosion and weathering of red sandstone. Its ecosystem develops in small patches, mainly with drought-resistant shrubs and a few reptiles, and small birds that live in deep rock crevices. A local legend says these colored bands were left behind by a giant dragon sliding over the mountains, forming twisted and curved patterns. Scientifically, these rock layers were once ancient riverbeds that were uplifted by tectonic forces and exposed after long-term erosion. The area was once visited by early geological expeditions because it lies near an important ancient trade route. Aso National Park is located on the central highlands of Kyushu and features the Aso caldera, which spans over 12 miles in diameter, making it one of the largest active volcanic craters in Asia. Inside the caldera lies a multi-layered terrain with stratovolcanoes, natural grasslands, and underground rivers, creating a rare geological formation. The name Aso likely comes from an old regional term meaning scorched land, referring to the eruptions that shaped the entire plateau. Some underground water channels in the park also exhibit flow reversals by the hour, likely influenced by temporary gas pressure shifts from magma activity, which are still monitored by deep Earth sensors. Phnom Kulen National Park is located on an isolated plateau in Siem Reap Province and marks the headwaters of the Siem Reap River, considered a sacred site in the early history of the Khmer Empire. The park features extended sandstone formations, an evergreen humid forest, interspersed with tiered waterfalls and stable underground springs year-round. The name Phnom Kulen means lychee mountain in Khmer, referring to the once widespread local plant diversity. Near the waterfall base, stone platforms show vertically aligned erosion grooves, suggesting that older water flows were significantly stronger than those observed today. The Thar Desert is located in northwestern India and is one of the most densely populated arid zones, consisting of sand dunes, dry plains, and ancient sediments not yet fully classified. A unique natural feature is the movement of sand waves during monsoon cycles, forming periodically shifting dune lines without external influence. Geologists discovered fossil plant fragments and traces of ancient river flows about 20 feet underground, suggesting the area once had a complex river system. In 2011, a survey team documented a circular sink area nearly 33 feet wide with firm edges and a sunken center without any matching seismic activity. Locals speak of a flat zone where tiltmeters repeatedly gave incorrect readings despite an even surface. A popular activity is crossing the dunes by camel at dawn, when the sand is still cool and tiny animal tracks form evenly patterned networks on the surface. Mount Nemrut is located in southeastern Turkey and is known for its summit containing a large group of stone statues arranged along an east-west axis, around a man-made conical mound. The complex is believed to have been built by King Antiochus I of Commagene in the 1st century BCE as a royal tomb and a monument to his deified authority. The name Nemrut has unclear origins, but appeared in early Ottoman texts as a general reference to mountain areas with stone figures. One unusual feature is that the central mound has no visible entrance, and ground-penetrating radar surveys have yet to confirm the tomb's exact location. A 2007 study recorded abnormally low magnetism in the basalt blocks at the site, raising questions about whether materials were transported from distant sources. Mount Nemrut is among the few archaeological sites in the Middle East designed with astronomical alignment, as its statue layout matches the sunrise and sunset on the summer solstice. The northern part of the Gobi Desert in Mongolia is not only defined by its harsh climate, but also by puzzling ancient traces that remain unexplained. Several areas feature smooth, rectangular rock slabs embedded within the gravel terrain, showing no signs of erosion from wind or sand. In the Nemegt region, dozens of fossils were found arranged in a fan-like pattern, raising debates about whether an unknown directional force acted upon them in the distant past. Geologists also noted unusual weak magnetism within some of the bedrock, a trait not observed in other desert areas nearby. During a 1996 expedition, a research team discovered a deep fissure, revealing a layer of organic binding material unlike any previously documented soil type in the Gobi. These uncharacteristic elements have made the Mongolian side of the Gobi Desert a subject of intrigue in both archaeological and geological investigations. Rhodes Island is located at the intersection of the Aegean Sea and the Mediterranean Sea, playing a key role in controlling maritime routes between Europe, North Africa, and Asia Minor. Unlike other arid rocky islands, Rhodes features low hills interspersed with fertile valleys, allowing early development of both agriculture and trade. It was once the site of the Colossus of Rhodes, a statue about 108 feet tall, placed near the main harbor entrance, though its exact foundation remains undiscovered. A 2002 survey revealed an ancient ceramic pipeline over 295 feet long, buried underground, channeling water from the hills to public bathhouses, with joints sealed using a volcanic ash and lime mixture, a rare early cement found outside Italy. The Rhodes Fortress, built by medieval knights, still preserves its dual-layered walls and moat system connected to the sea, allowing control of both naval access and water flow. A geological anomaly was recorded in the bedrock near the island's northern harbor, where magnetic deviation slightly shifts northwest with no confirmed explanation. The Amalfi Coast lies along southwestern Italy, known for its steep cliffs and clusters of historic villages built directly into limestone slopes, forming a rare type of coastal settlement. Most houses here were built on stacked stone foundations designed to drain water naturally and resist ground movement. A 1997 survey recorded a stone staircase over 720 feet long, linking 3 terrain levels, with tread height and angle changing in fixed cycles to distribute walking pressure. Some mountain retaining walls were constructed using mortarless interlocking stones, which have remained intact for centuries thanks to natural locking and even moisture distribution. In the steepest areas, vertical grooves were found cut along cliff faces beside paths, stretching for dozens of feet without clear outlets, raising questions about their original purpose. Several historic buildings used porous volcanic stones rich in minerals that regulate interior humidity and temperature, despite lacking modern waterproof coatings. Samarkand is an ancient city with a history of over 200 years and was once a major trade and science center along the Silk Road, with preserved architecture and astronomy sites. The city sits in a semi-arid area with stable groundwater, ideal for building with baked bricks and developing arch and tile-laying techniques since the medieval era. Researchers have found underground corridors built with tilted bricks that do not follow standard construction methods, leading to theories about unknown airflow or water systems. Some geometric patterns carved into ancient glazed bricks do not match known mathematical symmetry rules, raising debates about their design origin. The surrounding area still preserves native plants once used for making ink, oils, and dyes, and these are now being restored for historical botany studies. Visitors can take part in tile reconstruction, try carving old patterns using traditional formulas, and explore building material techniques through hands-on demonstrations. Cappadocia is located on a plateau in central Turkey, known for its soft rock formations eroded into vertical spires, commonly called fairy chimneys, shaped over thousands of years by wind and ancient water flow. The region was once inhabited by ancient communities who carved into the rock to build homes, churches, and even multi-level underground cities connected by narrow tunnels. The name Cappadocia comes from the ancient Persian word Katpa-tuka, meaning land of beautiful horses, reflecting its historic agricultural and military significance. An unusual phenomenon recorded during surveys is the presence of mushroom-shaped pillars nearly 49 feet tall with uneven centers of mass that remains standing without a clear foundation. In 1963, a hidden underground chamber was accidentally discovered beneath a residential floor, leading to a vast, previously undocumented, subterranean city network. Cappadocia today maintains its arid ecosystem with drought-resistant plants scattered around bare rock zones and birds nesting within natural rock crevices. Bukhara, one of the most important ancient cities along the Silk Road, is known not only for its mosques and madrasas, but also for archaeological enigmas hidden beneath its modern streets. In 2006, during renovation in the Old Quarter, workers uncovered a deep stone well system connected by spiral terracotta pipes, inconsistent with any known local water distribution method. Some sections of the well walls were lined with a rare adhesive mineral not found in surrounding areas, making it difficult for geologists to trace its origin. Beneath the central district, a large brick slab was discovered bearing a sequence of grid-like symbols that do not match any recorded script in Uzbek history. Unofficial records from the 19th century mention secret passageways connecting major religious structures in Bukhara, though no full layout has ever been verified. With its complex sediment layers and architectural features that defy conventional construction techniques, Bukhara remains layered in historical uncertainty. Located along the central axis of the Silk Road, the ancient city of Taraz is one of Kazakhstan's oldest settlements, once a vibrant meeting point of Persian, Turkic, and Central Asian cultures. Excavations in the city center revealed an underground brick wall network with interlocking segments that connect to no visible surface structures, as if part of a lost architectural layer. A 20-meter-long tiled foundation was uncovered, featuring deeply etched geometric designs with precision down to the millimeter, preserved in the arid soil. In 2004, researchers exploring the city's western outskirts discovered several copper artifacts bearing unknown symbols that do not match any known script in the region, prompting speculation about a short-term settlement by an unidentified group. Taraz also displays multiple stacked habitation layers, suggesting repeated reconstructions over older settlements, forming a complex historical stratigraphy difficult to separate using standard archaeological methods. The ancient city of Khiva is a rare walled city that still preserves its entire spatial layout from the medieval era, with walls, gates, and watchtowers made from baked bricks. Structures inside were mainly built with clay, glazed tiles, and stone arches, using natural ventilation systems suited to sandy clay soil and dry desert climate. Some wall sections contain bricks engraved with code-like symbols that do not match any known writing system, raising questions about unknown communication or construction markings. Narrow underground tunnels have been found linking major buildings, but their full layout and function remain unclear. Within the city walls, gardens of drought-resistant trees, such as pomegranates, grapes, and shade plants, were planned to retain moisture and support microclimate control. Visitors in Khiva can try wood carving, tile painting, examine symbol-marked walls, and explore traditional air duct systems built into old mud brick houses. The ancient city of Persepolis served as the administrative center of the Achaemenid Empire, built on a raised stone platform with structured staircases and retaining walls to manage the movement of people and supplies along a main axis. One distinctive feature is the layout of halls and rooms at ascending levels, allowing clear views of the central ceremonial square without the need for watchtowers. Many stone blocks were joined without mortar, with seams so precise that they are only visible from less than 1 inch away. Clay tablets recovered from the site describe a resource distribution system, proving an advanced level of logistics and workforce management. Several blackened stones on the eastern side show signs of even high temperature exposure, but lack ash or burnable materials, leaving the cause undetermined. The most debated discovery is 2 narrow stone corridors, carved more than 65 feet into the bedrock behind the main hall, both sealed and without known purpose. Crac des Chevaliers Castle is located on a high hill in western Syria, offering full visibility of the surrounding valley and control over the route linking the Mediterranean Sea to the Levant interior. Built from local limestone, it features dual outer walls, a closed moat, and perimeter towers arranged in a spiral layout for superior defensive advantage. The name Crac des Chevaliers dates to the Crusader period and means Fortress of the Knights, once serving as the base of the Hospitaller Knights in the 12th century. In 1934, a restoration project uncovered a hidden ventilation system beneath the inner courtyard, with air ducts cut into the bedrock, demonstrating passive cooling techniques from medieval times. One notable feature is the even transmission of ground vibrations across the structure whenever heavy movement occurs on the walls, likely due to tightly interlocked paving stones laid without mortar. Crac des Chevaliers is recognized by UNESCO as one of the best preserved examples of Crusader military architecture in the Middle East. The ancient city of Merv is located at the desert's edge, on flat land with old alluvial soil and ancient irrigation canals that once supported farming in dry conditions. The name Merv was recorded in ancient Greek texts with several spellings, showing its role as a strategic urban center between east and west. Despite the harsh climate, the area once grew wheat, fiber crops, and fruit trees using a water system built thousands of years ago. A legend says a secret archive of ancient astronomy and medical texts was buried underground to protect it from destruction, but it has never been found. Some burned soil layers and blackened bricks were uncovered during excavations, but no exact location of the archive was confirmed. For over 2,500 years, Merv was the capital of several major dynasties, known for libraries, palaces, and planned residential areas built within a semi-desert environment. Athens is the historic capital of ancient Greece, known for its temples, public squares, and civic buildings arranged with geometric symmetry around the Acropolis Hill. A lesser-known detail is that the main foundations atop the hill use alternating layers of stone and compacted earth to absorb seismic shock and reduce long-term sinking. In a 1996 geological survey, a narrow corridor was found beneath the Parthenon floor, about 3 feet wide, running north to south and blocked at both ends by natural stone with unknown function. Some floor stones in the ancient agora have a smooth surface that reflects faint light at angles, despite lacking quartz or known reflective minerals, suggesting a special polishing method. Certain temple columns have slightly off-center bases rather than perfect circles, which increases stability when stacked, a construction technique unique to Athens. Some engraved stones feature letter carvings deeper than 0.4 inches without tool marks or chisel traces, and the tools used to make them remain unidentified. Phu Quoc is the largest island in Vietnam, located in the Gulf of Thailand, and known for its white beaches, primeval forests, and layered marine ecosystem stretching out to distant coral reefs. A rare natural phenomenon here is the visible shift in seawater color depending on the seabed. Dark rocks cause deep blue shades, while soft sand produces a clear jade green. Researchers discovered a strange light scattering effect in areas rich in glowing algae, where sunlight reflects back upward, making the surface shimmer even at noon. Locals reported a notable incident when all fish in a net cage near the western reef disappeared overnight without damage or any sign of breach. A unique experience is joining locals at dawn to harvest seaweed as the tide recedes, using curved wooden frames to collect floating algae rising from underwater currents. Bamiyan Valley lies among steep mountain ridges in central Afghanistan, known for its tall sandstone cliffs and light brown terrain. Two giant Buddha statues once stood carved directly into the cliff face here, a major engineering feat that lasted for centuries before being destroyed. The name Bamiyan is believed to come from an ancient Central Asian language, referring to a crossroads of Buddhist art and continental trade routes. Inside scattered cliffside caves were Buddhist murals made with linseed oil, considered among the earliest known examples of oil painting techniques. Although located in a dry region, Bamiyan Valley has maintained small underground water sources that supported hillside farming for hundreds of years. The Mergui archipelago lies off the southern coast of Myanmar, comprising over 800 islands across the Andaman Sea, with steep island formations made of limestone and granite, covered by untouched rainforests and hidden coves. The area remains largely isolated from the mainland and lacks modern infrastructure, allowing its natural ecosystems to remain almost completely undisturbed. The name Mergui dates back to the colonial period, though local residents still refer to the region as Miek, and many islands have never been fully surveyed. A rare biological phenomenon occurs with soft corals in shallow waters that emit natural fluorescence only when water currents flow from a specific direction. On certain sandy beaches, ripple-like sand bands form even in calm weather, suggesting the possible influence of subsurface hydraulic changes near coastal rock layers.